Netflix's documentary One Last Adventure quietly answers what many dedicated Stranger Things fans considered as an unresolved emotional gap in Henry Creel's backstory. The gap centers on Patty Newby, a character never directly mentioned in the main television series, but widely viewed as essential to understanding Vecna as a human being rather than only as a monster. While Patty never appears on screen in Season 5, the documentary confirms that her influence still shaped Henry Creel's portrayal and the creative decisions surrounding Vecna's final arc, thanks to Jamie Campbell Bower. Patty Newby originates not from the television series, but from Stranger Things: The First Shadow, the official stage play written by the Duffer Brothers themselves. The play explores Henry Creel's adolescence long before his transformation into Vecna and establishes Patty as the one person who shows him genuine care, belief, and emotional safety. In that story, she represents a version of Henry's life that might have existed without isolation, abuse, or the corrupting influence of the Mind Flayer. For fans who saw the play, Patty became central to Henry's humanity. When Season 5 aired without overtly acknowledging her, many viewers felt that Henry's emotional history had been flattened and was incomplete. One Last Adventure does not retroactively insert Patty into the narrative, but it reframes her absence.
Don't shoot!
Who are you?
Henry Creel. I live near here.
Who sent you?
Nobody sent me.
They sent you.
I was in the caves, I heard a scream.
They sent you!
You're just confused. You need a doctor.
In the documentary, Jamie Campbell Bower discusses his approach to playing Vecna and Henry Creel on set to the Duffers. He mentions Patty Newby as a part of his internal process. Bower explains that when shaping Henry's inner world, he focused on the person he could have been if Patty had remained in his life. That perspective informed how he understood Henry's motivation and emotional contradictions, particularly in Season 5. This insight casts new light on several creative choices in the final season. One of the most striking is Henry's decision to pull the other children back into an idealized 1950s version of the Creel family home within his mind. Bower describes these sequences as distorted nostalgia rather than pure manipulation. They represent Henry's ability to recreate a safe and stable childhood that never truly existed. In the same discussion, Bower and the Duffer Brothers explain that Mr. Whatsit functions as a projection of the father figure Henry wishes Victor Creel had been. Together, these elements point to a version of Henry before he touched the mysterious rock in the cave and before the Mind Flayer fully took hold of him. The series never gives Henry redemption, but this context helps clarify moments such as Will's mind reading in the finale, particularly when he insists that what happened was not Henry's fault. Without spelling it out through exposition, the show relied on performance, subtext, and symbolic memory to convey Henry's lost humanity. One Last Adventure confirms that Patty Newby was part of that unspoken foundation.
This place, my home, is now your home too. Your sanctuary. As long as you do not venture out into the woods where the monsters live, you will be safe here.
Patty's name also appears briefly and deliberately within the series itself. In Season 5, Volume 1, during Max's journey through Henry Creel's memories, a high school play poster flashes on screen. The poster lists Hawkins High students like Joyce involved in a production of Oklahoma, and among the names is Patty Newby. This was the first and only time the name appeared in the television canon. It was easy to miss, but for fans of The First Shadow, it confirmed that Patty existed within the same continuity. In the stage play, Patty Newby is a freshman at Hawkins High in 1959, and she is described as smart, quirky, tough, and perpetually out of place. Patty is also the younger adopted sister of Bob Newby, the beloved character from Season 2, who dies in front of Joyce from the Demo Dogs. That shared last name immediately gives her significance. Bob's kindness and decency are well remembered by fans, and Patty's connection to him adds weight to her role in Henry's life. In The First Shadow, Patty meets Henry when he arrives at Hawkins High as a new student. He is isolated, misunderstood, and struggling to control his emerging psychic abilities. Patty and Henry bond over being outsiders, and she is one of the few people who sees something good in him when others do not. She encourages him to believe that his powers can be used for something positive rather than destructive. Their friendship eventually develops into a romantic relationship, a revelation that reframed Vecna for fans fans who had only known him as a terrifying antagonist. Patty provides Henry with acceptance and emotional grounding at a crucial moment in his life. She encourages him to use his ability to help others, including assisting her in reimagining a reunion with her birth mother. These moments reveal both Henry's vulnerability and desire to connect. However, the relationship ends in tragedy. During a psychic attempt to reach Patty's mother, Henry loses control of his powers. Patty's adoptive father interrupts the moment and is gravely injured. Although Patty continues to defend Henry, the incident triggers a chain of events that accelerate his descent towards darkness and eventually transform him into Vecna. Since the release of the first Shadow, many fans believed that Patty would appear in Season 5. Some theorized that she would be revealed as the Hawkins High Guidance Counselor. In Season 4, that role belonged to Miss Marsha Kelly, portrayed by Regina Ting Chen, because Miss Kelly counsels multiple students who later become Vecna's victims and is associated with the clock and key imagery. Fans speculated that she might secretly be Patty Newby. Others believe Patty was essential to Henry's backstory and felt that her absence weakened the emotional impacts of Will's declaration that none of it was Henry's fault. Fans did believe that a redemption arc was on the cards for Henry and that Patty Newby's presence would be able to bring the human back from Vecna. One Last Adventure offers a very brief but meaningful response to those concerns. Jamie Campbell Bower's acknowledgement of Patty confirms that she was neither erased nor forgotten. Even without dialogue or scenes devoted to her, Patty informed how Henry Creel was played and understood. Her influence shaped the human core beneath Vecna's cruelty. Patty Newby continues to matter because she preserves the idea that Vecna was capable of being something else.